there's this whole bullying, trolling thing going on right now, and, I felt the need to put in my 2 cents because, quite frankly, I feel horrible for the people who have been bullied and trolled, but it's just gotten kind of fucking funny at this point. And I'm not saying that against the people who are the victims thereof. I'm talking about, the perpetrators of his said postings. I'm not sure exactly what has warranted these attacks. I'm fairly certain that nothing has in fact warranted any of these attacks. I think this round, I guess, was inspired by Whispering Woofy, or Wolfie. I'm not entirely sure which. So if said person happens to hear this video and I've gotten your screen name wrong, apologies. And I wish I could have heard your videos. I've heard very good things. Anyway, something came up about furries. I had no idea that people didn't know what furries were. Then again, I read the Savage Love column at the back of the Onion every single week, so I've long known what a furry is and long known what worse is. And I didn't imagine we would make such an issue of it. Which, frankly, part of the reason it's gotten so funny is just because of the furries thing. Of all the issues to blow up in this community, really? Really? What a world. Anyway, it's... in observing it, and I personally make it a policy to immediately block anybody who tries to troll or flame me, and delete their comments. And I also, if I see someone doing so on another person's channel, I automatically block them from my channel as well. It's just because I don't want to deal with the thick-headedness, my subscribers, insofar as I am aware, the few that there are. Actually, I'm up to like 230, which is, well, about 230 more than I ever anticipated having. When people comment, articulate and well-reasoned and very intelligent people. So if I see less than that threatening to encroach upon my little space of the internet, I put up the walls, and as is my right as an American. So, but anyway, I have thus far been primarily an observer, and cannot help but be reminded of the words of my Aikido sensei, who was a very peaceable man in and of himself, and still is. I still hang with him every once in a while. And he used to talk about the art I practiced. Aikido was a very non-violent art. It was purely defensive art. And he used to talk about aggression, primarily male aggression. Women do it differently. Not that we're not equally as bad when we do. In some ways we are worse, in fact. You're very good at just pointing out each other's flaws and just nitpicking at them and picking the most juvenile of children. They're engaging in the exact same behavior. And as adults, it befits us to, I suppose, be fairly non-reactive. I've heard some things about childcare, and I'm not a parent. I don't know if this is in fact the case, but I've heard this all over. When a child is throwing a temper tantrum, you ride it out, and before the temper tantrum stops, it will escalate, and it will get worse for a period of time. And then the child will wear themselves out, and they will go find something else to do.